Well, Zosie, I think the selection committee is ready to go, and our limited in-house guest is ready to have our contestants back on stage. So, Zosie, are you ready to bring the contestants back out here in their Jojo Braga shoes for the preliminary swimsuit competition?
I was born ready, Demi. Let's go.
You guys, tonight we are going to do things a little out of order. So first up, we have Israel. Tahila has been living on her own and supporting herself since she was 16. Now 19, she volunteers as a kindergarten teacher for children with special needs, the same school her younger brother attended as a child. I love a good big sister. Let's go, Israel. Good. Next up, Albania. Paula's mother competed in the Miss Albania pageant 30 years ago, placing in the top 12. This 23-year-old says her mom has been her biggest mentor and is the reason she's walking the runway tonight. Let's welcome Albania!
Up next, give it up for Argentina. In the past, 22-year-old Alina has worked as a voiceover artist, portraying cartoon characters in several short films. She's currently co-host of a radio show with her mother and launched her own line of perfumes. It's Argentina.
Let's welcome Armenia. 21-year-old Monica works as a tourism events manager. After getting her languages and social sciences degree, this budding actress plans to launch her own business and create a development center for kids. Ladies and gentlemen, Armenia.
Let's keep it going for Aruba. 20-year-old Helen is an avid traveler who speaks 4 languages. This motivational speaker and future sommelier is the ambassador of 2 organizations that provide food and clothing for those in need. It's Aruba.
Let's give it up for Australia. While spending 8 months in lockdown due to the pandemic, 28-year-old Maria used social media as a tool for unity. She founded an empowerment series on Instagram that's been viewed over 400,000 times. Australia!
Let's go Bahamas! 28-year-old Shantae is a 3rd-generation track and field athlete who's passionate about health and fitness. She coincidentally won her Miss Universe Bahamas crown in the same stadium she won her first national track and field title. Give it up for Bahamas!
Next up, Barbados. Hillary Ann is a 25-year-old entrepreneur pursuing advanced studies in integrated marketing, advertising, and public relations. She is the CEO of her own digital branding agency with clients across the Caribbean and USA. Barbados.
Let's welcome Belgium. 27-year-old Dania is a makeup artist who also manages a retail business. This equal rights advocate has been dancing since she was 5 and once won a dance marathon by tapping for 12 hours. Impressive, Belgium!
Let's welcome Belize. As one of 12 siblings, Iris learned the importance of being patient at a young age. Now, 24, her mission is to empower the young women of her country to overcome hardship and accomplish their dreams. Here we go, Belize.
Give it up for Bolivia. 24-year-old Lanka speaks French, Spanish, English, and she recently picked up sign language while in quarantine. This history buff currently works as an English teacher for children with learning disabilities. Give it up for Bolivia.
Let's welcome Brazil. Coming from an ethnically mixed family, Julia learned at an early age to celebrate diversity. This philanthropic 27-year-old hopes to help end the stigma and prejudice against those with leprosy. Let's go, Brazil!
And welcome to the stage, British Virgin Islands. 24-year-old Shobri helps children as a part-time developmental therapist. This aspiring speech language pathologist enjoys writing poetry and painting in her spare time. It's British Virgin Islands.
Next up, Bulgaria. Rodinella proudly volunteered at a local hospital during the pandemic. Thank you so much for that service. This 24-year-old world traveler has visited more than 40 countries and enjoys dancing and reading books in her spare time. Bulgaria.
You're up, Cambodia. 26-year-old Sarita's passion for the film industry started at a young age after watching Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider. Since then, she's earned a degree in English and acted on television, a web series, and over 10 films. You go, Cambodia.
Let's hear it up for Cameroon. 28-year-old Casinda is an advocate for the education of young and underprivileged girls in her country. She's traveled to over 10 countries and plans to manage a successful bank within 5 years. You go, Cameroon!
And now let's bring out our first group of contestants back to the stage, starting with Israel.
Albania.
Let's go, Argentina.
Armenia.
Give it up for Aruba.
There we go, Australia.
Bahamas.
Barbados.
Give it up for Belgium.
Belize.
Let's go, Bolivia.
Brazil.
British Virgin Islands.
And Bulgaria.
Cambodia.
There we go, Cameroon.
Thank you so much. Aren't they incredible? Oh my goodness.
Fantastic,
And now
ladies.
we move on to the following group, headed by Canada. Nova is a model, actress, and ambassador for 2 non-profit organizations. This 28-year-old was offered a basketball scholarship to college and was once named one of the 50 most influential people in British Columbia. Give it up for Canada.
Let's welcome Cayman Islands. Maria has 4 university degrees with plans to start her 5th later this year. This accomplished 27-year-old currently works as a certified professional accountant at the leading international audit firm. Let's go, Cayman Islands!
Let's welcome to the stage, Chile. Daniela traveled to Paris as the brand ambassador for a line of hair care products. This 28-year-old actress and makeup artist has been a part of sitcoms that have been broadcast in her country and around the world. It's Chile.
Welcome, China! Jia Chen traveled to the poorest villages of southern China to mentor and inspire children. This 23-year-old is incredibly disciplined, waking up at 5 a.m. every day and reading a book on average per week. Well done, China!
You're up, Colombia! 25-year-old Laura learned sign language so she could communicate with her hearing-impaired first runner-up in her national pageant. She enjoys boxing and playing the violin and hopes to be an ambassador for her country in the future. Give it up for Colombia!
Let's hear it for Costa Rica. Yvonne enjoys martial arts and has trained and competed in jiu-jitsu for several years. This 28-year-old anime fan says she overcame her fear of public speaking after starting competing in pageantry. Costa Rica.
And now let's welcome Croatia. Mirna is a clothing designer and entrepreneur with her own swimsuit line. This 22-year-old spent the past 4 years modeling in Milan and traveling around Europe for various fashion shoots. It's Croatia.
Let's welcome Curacao. Chantal is an international model who's currently studying food and beverage management. This 22-year-old co-owns a ranch with 6 horses and gives dressage courses to people of all ages. Curacao.
Let's go Czech Republic. Clara is currently studying to become a dental hygienist. This 21-year-old nature lover grew up in a small village and often returns to a country's forest to plant trees. It's Czech Republic.
Put your hands together for Denmark. This summer, Amanda plans to graduate college and pursue her master's at one of the top business universities in the world. This 23-year-old former competitive dancer is proud to be an advocate for gender equality. You go, girls, Denmark!
Let's go Ecuador. Is it Ecuador? Oh, sorry. Who's next? Dominican Republic. Sorry, Dominican Republic. There's no information. Kimberly is working towards earning degrees in business administration and forensic science. For the past 23 years, this 24-year-old domestic abuse survivor has volunteered with an orphanage serving abandoned girls. It's the beautiful Dominican Republic.
Let's go, Ecuador! Layla has adopted a dog and considers herself a defender of animal rights. This 24-year-old accounting assistant has read over 300 books, especially enjoying novels that inspire her to work on her personal growth. Let's welcome Ecuador!
El Salvador. Vanessa started a foundation to support the underprivileged and those who suffered losses from natural disasters. This 25-year-old animal lover has had pet horses, chickens, cows, dogs, rabbits, and turtles. It's El Salvador.
Let's give it up for Finland! When the pandemic struck, Vivi began volunteering weekly for the Red Cross. This 24-year-old scuba diving teacher also started her own campaign aiming to empower women to be brave and work towards their goals. Yes, Finland!
Let's go, France! Amadine is a women's rights activist who enjoys interior design and cooking in her spare time. This 23-year-old ballroom dancer hosts a weekly radio show and donates her entire salary to help women with cancer. You go, France!
What an amazing performance by this group of ladies. You guys, please, let's welcome all the contestants back on the stage. Canada.
Cayman Islands.
Chile.
You go, China.
Did I hear Colombia?
Costa Rica.
Let's welcome Croatia.
Let's go, Curacao.
I hear Czech Republic.
Denmark.
Dominican Republic.
Let's go, Ecuador.
El Salvador.
Finland.
Lastly, France. Thank you, ladies. Beautiful. We continue on with, are you guys ready? With Ghana. 25-year-old Chelsea is working on eliminating the stigma of autism in Ghana. She has traveled to over 20 countries and in her spare time enjoys playing the piano and dancing ballet as well as cooking. Ghana!
Let's all welcome Great Britain. Jeanette is a talented singer who was once a top 10 finalist on the X Factor UK and a semi-finalist on Britain's Got Talent. This 29-year-old music has accumulated over 1 million streams online. Great Britain!
Put your hands together for Haiti. Eden is currently a college student focusing on psychology, English, and entrepreneurship. This well-rounded 24-year-old was a professional volleyball player for 3 years and a folklore dancer for a decade. Let's go, Haiti!
You're up, Honduras. Cecilia volunteered with the Bill Gates-backed organization, educating villagers about their health and nutritional needs. This 25-year-old former soccer player enjoys reading, extreme sports, and Zumba in her spare time. It's Honduras.
Next up, Iceland. Elizabeth speaks 5 5 languages and is currently pursuing her degree in Chinese studies. In the past 3 years, this 22-year-old has financed 3 trips to Japan, South Korea, and China by working several part-time jobs. Well done, Iceland!
And now you're up, India! As a child, Adlin survived a war in Kuwait before being rescued by her family by the Indian embassy. Today, this 22-year-old is the top model who's been spotted on runways, magazine covers, and television campaigns. It's India!
Welcome, Indonesia! Growing up, 23-year-old Yuma's classmates teased her because she was tall. But ironically, at 14, she was scouted by an agency because of her height and now makes a living as an international model. There we go, Indonesia!
Welcome to the stage, Ireland! 26-year-old Nadia has a master's degree in applied psychology and mental health therapies. This future psychologist currently works as a youth development officer for a mental health early intervention charity. It's Ireland! Let's go, Italy! Viviana is studying digital marketing and is working hard to grow her communications and social media firm. This 27-year-old women's rights advocate moved to London when she was 18 to model and pay for her schooling. Italy!
Let's hear it up for Jamaica. 24-year-old Michael Simone is passionate about mental health awareness in children. In her spare time, this well-traveled international model enjoys baking and writing in her journal. Jamaica.
You're up, Japan! 25-year-old Aisha has a degree in tourism and currently a concierge at one of the biggest hotels in Tokyo. She was valedictorian at her university and a member of the school's yacht club for years. Give it up for Japan!
Welcome, Kazakhstan. Camilla is a human rights activist and future attorney. This 18-year-old has been using her knowledge of the law to help low-income families in her country fill out documents so they can receive social benefits. Thank you, Kazakhstan.
Welcome to the stage, Korea! 21-year-old Hari is an animal lover who volunteers at a stray dog center in her country. In her spare time, this freelance model and English teacher is passionate about biking, traveling, reading, and yoga. It's Korea!
Let's go, Kosovo! Larita is an architecture student who is currently working on her own hair care line. This ambitious 23-year-old recently created a TV platform to help motivate young women to achieve their goals. You go, girl, Kosovo!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back this impeccable group of contestants back to stage, starting with Ghana.
Great Britain.
Let's go, Haiti.
Honduras.
It's Iceland.
Welcome, India.
Let's go, Indonesia.
Ireland.
Italy.
Jamaica.
Europe, Japan.
Go Kazakhstan.
Korea.
Lastly, Kosovo.
Aren't these ladies fabulous? I want to get one of your bodies and your bodies and your bodies and your bodies. Coming up next, we have Laos. Christina has been working in the entertainment industry since 2012. This 27-year-old influencer and international fashion model studied karate for 8 years and is a trained violinist. Give it up for Laos.
Let's welcome Malaysia. 25-year-old Francisca is a part-time model and former public relations and marketing executive with an honors degree in mass communications. In her free time, she enjoys reading, swimming, and running. My type of activities. Let's go, Malaysia.
Let's welcome to the stage, Malta. Antea was the lead actress in the Maltese television series called Redlands. This 26-year-old law student plans to become a criminal attorney and start a law firm with her younger sister. Let's go, girl power. It's Malta.
Let's welcome Mauritius. Vandana is a full-time barrister specializing in corporate affairs. This 29-year-old trail runner's career allows her to provide counsel to guide companies, ensuring they are protected from any legal risks. Mauritius.
Let's go, Mexico. Andrea has a bachelor's degree in software engineering and recently started her own clothing company. This 26-year-old vegan and CrossFit athlete is a proud activist focused on women's rights and inclusion. My kind of girl, Mexico.
Let's put our hands together for Myanmar. After having tumors removed when she was 19, Thuzar became a spokeswoman for breast cancer awareness. This 22-year-old badminton player has proudly been supporting her family financially for years. Myanmar!
Welcome to the stage, Nepal. Anshika has a degree in information technology and currently works as a business analyst for DHL. This 24-year-old classically trained dancer plans to pursue her master's and become a project manager within the IT industry. It's Nepal.
We have Netherlands. After recovering from an eating disorder, Denise wanted to help other young women recover and feel confident. So this 23-year-old studied marketing and communications, eventually started her own fashion styling company. Netherlands.
Let's welcome to the stage, Nicaragua. Anna proudly started a program called The Power of Being a Woman. This 24-year-old brought together beauty queens and others in the community to discuss female leadership and gender equality in Latin America. She sure is taking up space. It's Nicaragua.
Let's hear it for Norway. Sunniva volunteers with an organization committed to helping victims of abuse. This 21-year-old plans to be her own boss in the future and has been modeling since she was only 9 months old. Give it up for Norway.
Coming up, Panama. 26-year-old Carmen is the first member of her family to work and get into college. She has been practicing martial arts and self-defense for 7 years, but these days boxing is her biggest passion. Give it up for Panama.
Let's welcome Paraguay. If she's crowned Miss Universe, Vanessa would like to use her power to make it easier for single mothers to purchase homes. In her spare time, this 28-year-old enjoys reading books, drawing, and spending time with her family and pets. Paraguay.
You're up, Peru. 27-year-old Janik is a part-time DJ and black belt in Taekwondo. She's an advocate for sexually abused children and founded an organization that provides legal and psychological aid to survivors that need help. It's Peru.
Mabuhay, Philippines. Rabia is currently an ambassador for her country's Department of Education. This 24-year-old cum laude graduate and rap fan works as a teacher and enjoys writing stories and acting in her spare time. Philippines.
Let's keep it going for Poland. Natalia is a fan of the automotive industry and prefers to read car magazines over those about fashion. The 27-year-old racing fan proudly knows how to change a tire, brake pads, and even her own oil. Give it up for Poland.
Let's welcome this courageous group of ladies back onto the stage. First up, Laos.
Malaysia.
We have Malta.
Let's go Mauritius.
Did I hear Mexico?
Myanmar.
Nepal.
Netherlands.
Nicaragua.
Let's go Norway.
Panama.
Give it up for Paraguay.
Let's hear it for Peru.
Give it up for the Philippines.
And Poland. Well done, ladies. You guys all look phenomenal.
Looking incredible, ladies.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Next up, Portugal. Christina is a 19-year-old future solicitor who's passionate about law, human rights, and justice. She was a victim of bullying growing up, but the experience taught her that's the value of self-love. This 26-year-old has fostered several cats and enjoys DJing, longboarding, and going on nature runs in her spare time. Singapore!
Next we have Slovak Republic. Natalia had to close her events business after the pandemic forced her to cancel most of her bookings. This 26-year-old vegetarian is a former professional dancer, and in her free time she enjoys reading history books. Give it up for Slovak Republic.
And now for my fellow countrywomen, South Africa. Thanks to modeling, Natasha put herself through university and helped provide for her family. This 23-year-old enjoys the outdoors, so she spent much of her COVID-19 lockdown hiking, gardening, and walking her cute dogs. South Africa.
Let's go Spain! Andrea was nearly a professional basketball player, but decided to focus on her studies instead. This 27-year-old once moved to Milan to work for Armani and says that traveling is the only thing you can buy that makes you richer. It's Spain.
Did I hear Thailand? In college, Amanda majored in economics and business management and graduated on the dean's list. This 27-year-old has been scuba diving since she was 14 and recently co-founded her own business. Thailand.
Let's keep it going for Ukraine. 27-year-old Yelizaveta says that self-acceptance will make people happy and confident, but self-judgment never will. She's an advocate for natural beauty and believes every woman should learn to love her body. I agree, Ukraine, I agree.
Let's hear it for Uruguay. Lola recently graduated with a human resources degree and currently works in the HR department of a hospital. This 23-year-old surfer and skateboarder is an advocate for equal rights and a big supporter of the LGBTQ plus community. Uruguay.
Welcome to the stage, USA! Asia is passionate about reforming America's criminal justice system. This 23-year-old human rights advocate would eventually like to work in public relations management or sports entertainment. Give it up for USA!
Let's hear it for Venezuela. Because of the pandemic, Mariangel won her national title from the comfort of her own home. This 25-year-old psychology student owns a pastry shop that specializes in rich, flavored cakes and cookies. I think we need to be friends. Venezuela.
Last but not least, give it up for Vietnam. Can Van is an avid boxer who took up the sport so she'd be able to defend and protect others. This 26-year-old professional model and actor enjoys drawing and dancing in her spare time. Give it up for Vietnam.
That brings us to the end of tonight's Let's welcome that group of contestants back onto stage. First up, Portugal.
Let's go, Puerto Rico.
Romania.
Russia.
We have Singapore.
Give it up for Singapore.
Slovak Republic.
Let's go, South Africa.
Spain.
Thailand.
Ukraine.
Let's go, Uruguay.
USA.
Venezuela.
And Vietnam. Sadly, that brings us to the end of tonight's swimsuit competition. Let's give our contestants one more round of applause. Well done, ladies.
Well done, ladies. Well done. Let's give them one last round of applause.
Come on.